Originally, a lot of the kids, when the main car park was extended, a lot of the kids actually thought that it was going to be a skate park because there were ramps of earth and everything that appeared. And then when they found out that it wasn't going to be a skate park, they were all really disappointed. And my son's 9 and at Howdenburn Primary School, and I thought, well, why don't I take the bull by the horns and try and get a skate park built myself? But in Kelso and Gala, Shields, there are 2 skate parks already, but they're metal framed sectioned pieces rather than a dedicated concrete skate park. So I thought, build a dedicated concrete skate park to fit into the dip behind us. Excavation wise, there would be very little excavation because we'd make use of the shape of the dip as it is and keep as many trees and keep it as organic as possible so it sits within its environment. Also from a security point of view, as you can see, we overlook it, and from a police point of view they can actually drive past and actually look down into the dip and make sure that everybody's okay. That's the main reason why we've chosen the dip, and also the fact that it's accessible. There are 2 main exits and entrances into the dip. There's 2 underpasses, and there's also the main, now extended, car parking facility as well. They're very, very supportive. There have been quite a few complaints about children and young adults actually hanging around in the town centre and causing minor bits of trouble, but and drinking and things like that. This way they've got a bit of an outlet. I've already been in touch with Sports Scotland, and they would be able to give us between 50, depending on cost, we're looking at costs of about £100,000, and they would be able to give us at least 50% of those costs. So, you know, 100 grand, there's £50,000, which is perfect. They're really pushing for skate parks and young community areas for people to use free, rather than it being in a group setting. We are thinking about having some training as well, getting people down from Edinburgh, professional bike riders, BMXers, and also skateboarders. The name skate park isn't literally for skateboards or skates, it's a generic term that we're using for the place. So we're going to get training down from Scotland, from Edinburgh, to come down and teach the kids. So it'll be an ongoing process, it's not just going to be a short-term thing. We're hoping to get this finished for the summer holidays next year. Hoping, if all goes well and I can keep the balls in motion. The land, we need the land designated to us, but until we get a feasibility support, which we're getting from a company called Wheelskate based down in Bristol. They're a group of guys that are dedicated skateboarders and BMXers. They're the old school BMXers and skateboarders who built this company themselves. So they know what they're doing, and they're doing it as quickly as they possibly can. So the feasibility study is the important thing. And also there's a group, hopefully Jedburgh Grammar School are getting together and organising their own small group to be able to get this ball rolling. There is nothing, well there are the group things, but there's nothing for kids to do above the age of sort of 8-9 years old. There's nothing for them to do, and the thing is, it's not just about boys or young lads, it's about the girls and young lasses, you know, the young adults of Jedburgh. And I want to do this so people want to stay here, so Jedburgh doesn't die, and you know, it doesn't stay stuck in the old ways, it moves forward and progresses. So we have Wi-Fi here, You know, let's build on that and make it a more accessible place for everybody. You know, including visitors that are going to come here. You know, allow the visitors to come here with their kids, with the bikes and or the skateboards or you know, scooters or whatever, and you know, they can play down there for free.